Welcome to this special edition of Adelante Worldwide. What are we going to name it?
Ballots and Brews.
Ballots and Brews. So in this episode, what we're going to do is go over the ballot and some of the amendment propositions for when is it going to take place?
November 8th.
November 8th.
Ballots got sent out this Monday, the 17th of October. So you guys should receive those in the mail. It's an all mail-in ballot in Colorado.
All mail-in. Okay.
Yeah, mail as in post mail, not mail as in
what he likes.
So we're gonna go over these. We might have different opinions on either one of these. We may have no opinion because TC doesn't.
I'll be honest with you right now. I don't follow politics, but however, some of these are very interesting,
and we think it's important you vote, no matter if you follow politics or not.
It is very important. Yes.
Especially in down ballot, smaller state elections, local elections, and your amendments to your constitutions and stuff like that. We will not be going over judges because there's a ton of judges to go over, but I do have a website that I'll put up on
it'll be right here
on the post or on this screen right here. So we'll start with Amendment T.
Well, you want to start with this before the amendments, the president? I have a question.
We're
going to end with that? Okay. So we're going to start with the amendments. Now, these are amendments to the Colorado Constitution.
Yeah.
So it's our Constitution as a state. Okay, so amendment which one? T. Okay, so that says, shall there be an amendment to the Colorado Constitution concerning the removal of exemption to the prohibition of slavery and involuntary servitude when used as punishment for persons duly convicted of a crime? The way I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, and you correct me when I'm right anyway.
You have the right to be wrong.
This one says that if a person has been convicted of a crime and is sent to county jail or prison, they cannot be forced to work free or for a lesser wage.
Yes, so I don't think it's for a lesser wage. I think it can't be worked for free.
Okay.
So if you vote yes, you're saying that you want that removed from the Constitution. Right? If you vote no, you want to keep the Constitution as it is right now, to where people in prison can basically be used for slavery.
See, and now I don't like that term, because I vote no on this because it should stay the same. They're punished. Why should they do a heinous crime, go to prison, and still make a decent wage that somebody out here is still making?
I don't know. I think you're misinterpreting wrong. I don't think it's a decent wage. I think it's just a wage instead of no.
But they do make a wage now.
A wage, not all of them. Obviously, otherwise this wouldn't be in here. So my vote is yes.
My vote's no.
Okay, but I didn't interrupt you. My vote is yes because I don't think there's any room for slavery in our Constitution. All right, Amendment U.
Another brew disagreement.
Amendment U.
Go ahead. All right. Shall there be an amendment to the Colorado Constitution concerning exemption from property taxation for a possessory interest interest in real property if the actual value of the interest is less than or equal to $6,000 or such amount adjusted for inflation? So if you own a shack and it's less than $6,000, you can't get taxed on it at a higher rate?
That's exactly what that's saying.
You should be taxed on what the value of it is. If it ain't worth a shit, then you get taxed a quarter.
So you want to vote yes?
I'm going to vote yes on it. What do you vote?
I'm yes for that too. Since you made such a good argument on that.
Wow. You should only be taxed on what it's worth. I get it.
All right, Amendment 69.
Chingao, that's all.
You don't have to
read it.
No,
I'm not going to read that whole thing.
Okay.
Go ahead. You summarize it.
Amendment 69 is saying, should there be Colorado Care? And what is Colorado Care?
Good.
Colorado Care is basically a Medicare for all system in Colorado where you would be taxed 10% on each payroll check, which would get rid of Obamacare as we have right now.
Right.
And then everyone would have health care.
Now, right. So it's the state of Colorado having its own health care with a 10%. So now everybody will be covered.
Yes.
Does that include people who don't work? That's the question that I have.
Yeah, they'll still be on Medicare, Medicaid, whatever that is.
Oh, so they'll still fall in the federal.
Yeah.
Okay. So the people who are working contribute to Colorado's own version of that.
Yes. It sounds like a good idea on paper.
Shit, it can't get any worse.
It can't get any worse. There's a lot of ifs with this bill though too, and with amendments, it's very hard to change amendments once they've been accepted in the Constitution.
That's going to be coming up.
Which is why we're on amendments right now.
No, the changing of amendments.
So I'm gonna vote yes for this at this time. I don't think it's gonna pass. I'm still gonna vote yes for it.
I vote yes,
but yeah,
because we really can't get any worse than where we're at now.
No.
So something's better than nothing.
All right, Amendment 70.
70 Brews and Ballots, Joe, right there.
Go ahead and go.
You guys are cutting the mic your time.
All right, so Amendment 70 is saying, shall there be a minimum wage increase starting at $9.30 per hour with an increase of 90 cents each January 1st until it reaches $12 per hour, effective in 2020, so 4 years.
4 years.
And annually adjusting in thereafter if the cost of living increases.
So,
yes or no?
Right now, the average...
I think it's like 8.30.
It's 8.30, but the average rate of increase isn't every year.
No.
It has to be. This is saying it's going to be a guaranteed raise for 4 years?
For 4 years until it reaches $12.
Starting in 2020.
Starting in 2020.
Man.
Oh, no, it starts in 4 years, and it will go up every year until it reaches $12.
Yeah, that's what you said, starting 2020. No matter when you increase a minimum wage, it's always going to hit the mom and pop stores the hardest. Excuse me. It's going to hit the single proprietorships the hardest. The grand corporations, they're going to get money anyway. That's a tough one.
I think you have to pay people a livable wage. I mean, people shouldn't be working 40 hours a week and not afford to feed their family.
When you say livable wage, though, that's all relative to other expenses. As far as rent, as far as cost of living.
I think you should be able to live comfortably working 40 hours a week.
Oh, you should. I get that.
I actually don't.
However, when somebody says 40 hours a week on minimum wage and stuff, I think that goes back to learning how to budget. So it's not just, hey, I can't make it. Why can't you make it on that?
Yes or no?
No.
I'm yes.
No.
Amendment 71.
Give the gist.
Are we cutting a break?
I don't know what that is.
All right. There's an amendment to the Constitution making it more difficult to amend. This is the one that says all Colorado has to when they want to make an amendment to the Constitution.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, I know what 71 is now. Go ahead.
yes. No.
Okay. So it makes it harder. It makes it harder to put amendments onto the ballot. So instead of getting a specific number, you'd have to get a specific number from each.
Okay, let's go. What it is now. The way it is now is in order to get an amendment changed to the Constitution on the ballot, you have to have, let's just say, 75,000 signatures. I'm just throwing out a number. 75. So if you were in Denver or any metropolitan major city, Springs, it's easier to get that number of signatures. However, in my opinion, any change to the Colorado Constitution affects all of Colorado, so it should be represented by all of Colorado. What this one is saying is that not only you have to have so many signatures, but every county has to be contacted and vote on it.
So you're voting yes?
I vote yes because I think if we're going to change Colorado, everybody in Colorado should have a say in it.
I think that's how it sounds, but it's going to take a lot of money to do that. In a small group, like let's say me and you want to put something on the ballot, we're not going to have that money to get to each county and get that done.
Oh, right.
Instead of being able to go and run that number. So I am voting against Amendment 71.
Yeah, but if we pulled our resources together, got other people on board. Okay, so you say no.
You say yes.
I say yes.
Okay, Amendment 72, the tobacco.
Oh, the tobacco. This is a big one. Because the way it has been in the media, I'm saying radio that I've heard, is they're going to raise a tax on tobacco products. and they're targeting it to say we're making it harder for kids not to use it and all this stuff. However, I think it was 3.5 million a year.
Yeah.
3.5 million a year they're going to raise with this proposed tax. Other than the ballot giving reasons, they have not said where that money's going.
No, the ad you heard.
The ad that I heard, yes.
But the ballot, it says that the new revenue for tobacco-related health research, veterans programs, child and adolescent behavioral health,
Tobacco
construction,
research and
and
shit,
technology.
yeah.
So this says that there is...
This on the ballot says there are reasons. If they go to this, I would say heck yes, because that's going to do double good. It's going to make it harder to get tobacco, which is bad anyway, cigarettes and all that. And then 2, it's going to go to good causes listed on the ballot.
And my thing with tobacco too is, you know, if I choose not to smoke and you smoke, it still affects me if I'm next to you.
Don't get by me then.
Yeah. So
I don't want you by me.
I'm gonna vote for yes on that one.
You're gonna vote? Yeah. We both vote for yes. Yeah. For different reasons, we get the same results.
All right, Proposition 106, the big religion.
This is a big one. This one's huge for moral reasons. And so 106 basically says it makes it legal to have assisted suicide.
If you are given a what do you call it? Diagnosis that you have 6 months or less to live.
You have to get it by 2 doctors.
2 different doctors give you the same diagnosis. They will give you a prescription, which will...
They can
give you a prescription. They can give you. You have to ask for it.
And they have to agree to it.
They have to agree to it.
It's a lethal dose.
A lethal dose, but that's administered by you. So the doctor is not going to administer it.
Right.
It's that. We are back. We had some technical difficulties. Our cameraman wasn't paying attention.
We are back with Ballots and Brews.
Yeah, talk about ballots while you're drinking that.
Yes,
I want
Ballots and Brews.
Ballots and Brews. So we are on Proposition 106, which is the assisted suicide. It gives a person the right to have a lethal dose of medicine.
If given a diagnosis of 6 months or less to live by 2 different
They have
doctors.
to pass certain qualifications. I vote yes. I like this one because it's about quality of life. I would rather have somebody die peacefully than live and suffer. I've been there. I've seen it. I like this one.
And you came back from it. I also
I don't
vote
care what
yes
disease
for that.
you're suffering from, but you go,
I
buddy.
can give you all a lethal dose of something if
So-
you like.
I vote yes. For
You
that.
vote
small
yes
back.
on that one.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
Yes, please. This is
Don't make me
Brews
stop.
and Ballots Adelante worldwide.
Proposition 107 and 108 are almost going in together with each other. So 107.
This one's where you have to do this one.
So 107 is changing Colorado from a caucus state to a primary state. Is that right? Yeah, a primary
Yes.
state. So instead of going to caucus, everyone would get a ballot and they'd vote. on the primary.
Okay, define caucus.
A caucus is you go and you get separated by your precinct, and your precinct
Basically, a majority rules.
majority rules.
Well,
Yeah,
majority
there's no
rules of
official
the area.
vote. Yeah,
Right. So
people can change their minds.
Right.
If the person you voted for didn't hit a certain number, then you're free to go vote for this person in the same party. It's a different type of thing. They used to do it to save money.
So basically, a caucus is majority rules. A primary, everybody votes.
The primary, everybody votes.
Everybody
registered gets a ballot.
Right. Everybody. Yeah. And their vote counts.
Yes.
So I like the primary. I don't know why they changed it. I remember hearing primary. I like that one. So I vote. Is that to
Yes.
change it?
No, that's to change it from a
Caucus to a primary.
Yeah.
I vote yes.
I vote yes. Now 108 is saying that if you're an unaffiliated voter, you can vote in the Democratic or Republican primaries. All right.
I think that goes along with that. So no matter who you like, you could vote however you like.
Yes. Even if you're not a Democrat.
And
or
this
a
is
Republican.
okay. So this one would be even after the primaries, right?
Yeah. Well, no, this is just going about primaries.
Oh,
Because after the primary, you could vote for whoever you want anyway. But this is saying when they select the Democratic nominee, you can.
oh,
vote.
okay. Got you. So if the first one doesn't pass, then this is null and void.
Well, I think you could still caucus at one of them if you're unaffiliated if this one doesn't pass.
So, okay, I got you. So if 107 doesn't pass, then
An unaffiliated guy might be able to caucus at the.
I don't see why not. That would put it to a more democratic true country.
I think where we're at now is that we're in a two-party system.
We're in a republic
and Democrat
representative.
Yeah.
We're in
So
a
I
representative
think,
country.
Even unaffiliated voters should have the right to vote for either candidate.
I think anybody should. As they have to be registered.
Yeah.
They have to be registered. They should. Why not?
So yes on that.
Yes on both.
Yes on both. All right, we are moving into the fun stuff. Candidates.
For what?
County Commissioner, District 3.
Oh, we're gonna finish with that. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is James Baldwin, a Republican, going up against Doug Powers, unaffiliated. How do you feel about these two?
I honestly don't know anything about these guys. I'm not even gonna lie.
We went to a forum that they had in Rocky Ford. I heard both of them speak. James Baldwin is the incumbent. Douglas Powers is unaffiliated.
Let's back that up. Incumbent means current.
Incumbent, yeah.
Incumbent, current.
Yes.
Okay, so he's trying to get his seat.
Yeah. So Douglas Powers is the challenger. It's just a personal preference on this one, and I like Douglas Powers. I like what he had to say, and I think we should always give new people a shot to get in there and see what they can do.
But if that kind of goes off with the next one.
Yes.
So the next one we have Ray Watts, Republican, and Keith Goodwin, Democrat.
Yes.
So
Ray Watts is the challenger. Keith Goodwin is the incumbent.
Yes. So I have a little input on this one.
All right.
Yeah, I did a little bit. So I know I have talked with Keith before.
Okay.
And I like what he says. He's very personable. I like what he says. So I would vote for him only because I don't know the other dude, but I know him.
All right.
So how do you feel about that? As far as I'm only voting.
You don't
for
know
the
the other
that I
guy,
know.
but you know the guy.
Yeah.
And you like it.
So is that wrong?
That's not wrong. It's your vote.
Going back to give that other dude a chance, like you said, but
So I'm going to get back to that. So in this case, I'm going to go with what I do know. I do like what Keith Goodwin stands for. I do have also. I like Ray Watts. I got to know him. He's a decent guy. I don't agree with him politically, but I think if he does end up getting it, I think he'll do a good job as well. But on this one, I'm going to vote for Keith Goodwin.
Okay, we're going to take a pause to go to the next one. Hold on, we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we were talking about the County Commissioner, District 1. That was Goodwin versus Watts. Now, I voted for Goodwin because I know I've talked with him. I know him. I don't have anything bad to say against Watts. I don't know the guy. I don't know his platform or anything. Which, it seems that's rare in politics.
But maybe you haven't been paying attention.
You're a dick. Go ahead. We're going to go
We're not going to go to District Attorney because he's running out of post.
unopposed. That would be James Bullock.
State Representative, House District 46.
Oh, this is going to be a good one right here. I already know where you stand on this one.
Jason Munoz. And on this ballot, it says Clarice Navarro. And her name is Clarice Navarro Ratzliff. But we'll go from there.
I don't know what that makes a difference.
Wow.
It's the same lady.
I know, but I think she should use her full name. But
That goes by what you should be married as or whatever. Anyway, so this is Jason is out of Pueblo. They're both out of Pueblo.
both out of Pueblo.
They're both out of Pueblo, representing southeastern Colorado.
Yes. At the state level.
Yes. Now, I know that, and I'll give you credit for this, Joe. I'll give you this credit, and only this one time. You have shown a lot of stuff on Jason Munoz. You've pushed a lot of stuff on him. I've seen a lot of stuff on, well, you pushed a lot of stuff on Clarice too, but I've seen other stuff. She's a Trump supporter.
Yes.
Okay. He hasn't really said presidential-wise. However, he has stated what he's going to do for Colorado, for this southeastern.
This area, HD 47.
You're right. Now, I've seen, I want to be open-minded with her. I've seen videos where, a couple different videos, not just the same one, she's avoided questions.
As a state representative.
Right. Now, she kind of stated, like, I've answered that before. But I'm thinking to myself, yeah, but not to him.
Exactly.
Not to that person. So you could answer the same question 10 times the same way.
Especially
if
when
he
you're an
wants to
elected
know.
official.
Right. So he may not have heard what you said before.
So let him know.
That's what I said. Even if you say, yeah, they should get the hell out of here. Whatever. I vote for Jason. And I know you vote for Jason.
I vote for Jason. And the thing I have against Clarice as well, too, is if you look at her record, if you look at what she's done as a state representative, I would say over 80% of the time she votes strictly party line. And when you vote strictly party line, you don't get anything accomplished. So if Jason gets it, good. If Clarice gets it, I hope she changes to where she can work across the aisle, to work with Democrats, to get things done. Because if you're just voting party line, nothing ever changes.
Maybe she votes that way because, hey, she believes in whatever party she's voting for.
I think you can make a compromise.
You have to be open-minded?
Yeah.
Well, politics, you have to be. Okay, so
1 for Jason, 2 for Jason. State Senator, District 35, Larry Crowder, the Republican, James Casillas, the Democrat, William Bartley, the Libertarian.
now I have a question on this. So is this rare or is this that there's three
That
different
there's
parties?
three?
Yeah.
No, Libertarian is actually a pretty big third party, so they can usually run a candidate. They'll usually have more than.
Is it just because he got a good backing for himself with his gente that said, okay, now I'm on the ballot?
But yeah, he has to run through a state caucus for Libertarians.
Okay. Okay. So he has to go through everything they did.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know anything about these vatos.
Larry Crowder is the incumbent. James Casillas and William Bartley are the challengers. I do know about this one. I'm going to vote for Jim Casillas, not just because he's a Democrat, just because our we're born on the same page for issues.
Okay. So now I'll vote for him, but for a totally different reason.
Why?
Casillas.
Next one.
Just because I don't know.
We won't do the university region at large.
You know what? I want to give props. I'm going to say this. Two props. I got a little bit of this in me. Thanks to Joe, and because of this show, Adelante Worldwide, it's always forward. It's always forward thinking. We're learning about new things. He's turned me on to this. I'm learning a little bit more of that. So hopefully this show will help you guys learn a little bit more as well.
So we're going to go to Congress, District 4.
Congress.
United States Congress.
Now, these are the people that are going to Washington.
They're going to Washington.
Okay.
So CD4, which is basically the whole eastern half of Colorado. Democratic challenger is Bob C. Ken Buck is the incumbent Republican. And Bruce Griffin is a Libertarian.
Seau? Is that Bob Seau?
C.
C?
Bob C.
Oh, okay. Okay, Ken Buck is the incumbent,
on this one,
right?
you can do a write-in.
Now, wait. Why couldn't you do a write-in here, but not
This
on
is
the
the
other one?
Washington. This is
Colorado.
all state,
This is the okay. I got you. So, Ken Buck is the incumbent.
Incumbent. He's a Republican. My thing is this. All right. Congress has a 90% disapproval rating. All right.
Right.
So people are not liking Congress at all. Why do we keep sending the same people to Congress that are not doing anything for us? All right. I'm gonna vote for Bob because I know Bob personally, and I believe he's doing it for the right reasons. He's not doing it for a check. He's doing it because he wants to make a difference. So
And that's
fine.
Bob C.
That's Bob C.
C.
Bob
Sorry.
C.
Sorry. Yeah, you got a good point. You got a good point. I do know Congress has not have a good record, so we need good blood. New blood.
New blood. Thank you, Eye Candy. All right, we're getting almost there to the last one. This was for United States Senator. You have Michael Bennett, the Democratic incumbent, Darrell Glenn, the Republican challenger, Lily Tang Williams, the Libertarian, Armin Coney, the Green Party, Bill Hammonds, the Unity Party,
Chingao.
Dan Chapin, unaffiliated, Paul Fiorino, unaffiliated, or a write-in.
Right. Okay, so a senator. What does a senator do?
The senator goes to Washington as well. He represents Colorado. Colorado has 2 senators.
Okay.
We have...
Now, is it the state? Each state has 2 senators.
Cory Gardner and Michael Bennett right now.
Should have changed your vote, Michael.
Each state has 2 senators.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know that it's a senator, obviously, vote 2 from each state, But then there is something else that is based on population of that state that they have more.
Yes.
Okay. So what was? That's not the. This was a state Congress.
That was state
before.
That was U.S. Congress. These are state ones. So we're
We're up here.
U.S.
So
Senate
U.S. Senator to represent Colorado, one of two
at Washington.
to Washington. Now, again, I have no clue.
All right. Well, Michael Bennet is the incumbent.
Yes.
All right? He's the Democrat. So I've been voting Democrat all the way down. But I'm telling you, I vote on issue, not on party. Michael Bennet is for fracking. I'm against fracking. Michael Bennet is for the pipeline. I'm against the pipeline. All right? The Keystone Pipeline.
Right.
Michael Bennet was a super delegate. All right? And what that is they have a vote that goes for the primaries that counts more than your regular Democratic vote. In the state of Colorado went for Bernie Sanders. Michael Bennet went for Hillary Clinton. So he went against the will of, I feel, the Democrats of Colorado.
Okay.
Right? Michael Bennet is a corporate Democrat. And when I say corporate Democrat, that means he takes big money from corporations. All right? And I am not with that. I'm not for Darrell Glenn because we can't.
You think he could be bought, basically?
Yes, he can be bought. I'm not for Darrell Glenn. I don't like any of his positions on anything. So for this one, I'm going to go for Armand Coney.
It's our live audience
from the
folks.
Green Party.
Okay. I see, and I haven't heard
Anything from either one.
Yeah. I know Mike. I've heard some stuff about Michael Bennet. I've heard the name Darrell Glenn. So why don't we just take the same approach as Congress? Let's get some new blood in there.
That's what I did.
Okay, now, so the way you say, I have a question. Nah, this goes back to this one. Never mind. Okay, so that's gonna come up. United States, we're going third party.
Third party.
Third party for now,
Armand Coney.
I'm saying new blood. Why are you saying third party?
I'm saying Armand Coney is new blood.
Okay, I mean for that reason.
Just because I don't agree with the other top two on there.
Okay.
And I agree with what Arn's saying.
Oh, so you know about him then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not just picking out of a straw hat.
I am.
All right, the big one.
The big one, people. Now, once again, we are Adelante Worldwide doing Ballots and Brews. This might be, I like this section.
I like this one.
You know what? I'm going to say, I'm learning a little stuff my damn self.
The presidential election, 2016.
Oh,
We're going to do the top four. Hillary Clinton,
Hillary Clinton.
Democratic. Tim Kaine is vice president. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Mike Pence, vice president.
Yes.
Gary Johnson, Bill Wild, libertarian. Jill Stein, Ajamu Baraka as the vice president.
Very good. That was good. I'm proud of you.
All right, those are your top four.
Now.
There are very numerous other names on here.
Right.
I'm not going to read each name.
No. There's 22 names actually on this list.
And some people are writing in Mickey Mouse, so that's also an option too. Yeah.
There is a write-in.
How do you feel about this?
I have a question on the effect of the third parties. Okay, for example, as far as the top two go, my God, it's a matter of the lesser of the two evils as far as I'm concerned. She has more political experience
Yes.
than he does. He is a businessman, which in business, you don't do business like you do politics at all. Those are two different worlds. He's a hell of a businessman, not a politician.
According to him.
No, according to me.
Okay.
Well, yeah, according to him too, yeah. But according to him, he's a hell of a politician too.
Yeah.
She has a history of politics.
Yes.
A lengthy history of politics.
Yes.
Not all positive.
Not all positive.
Not all positive. However, she knows how it's run. She runs by her own rules is the issue.
For some people.
Right. So, now, then comes a third party. I heard a lot of good stuff about this Jill.
All right, so we were talking about the presidential election. Jimmy
Yes.
messed up again. He may be fired for the next episode. I don't know yet.
Yes.
But we had
We're gonna deduct your
Vieja come in, and she kind of did some good work there.
We're going to deduct your pay.
Before it cuts off again, though, we're going to talk about Jill Stein, Green Party.
Yes.
So
So the question
or
was, I think, do you think a third party vote is wasted vote.
I do not think. I think you got to vote your heart. I think you got to vote your conscience. You got to vote for a candidate that you identify with, that you can agree with on. Donald Trump, as I said, is the worst candidate that has ever ran for president. And I say that because I don't think Donald Trump is a stupid person.
No.
I think he's a very smart person, and I think he plays to people's fears. And I think he knows what he's doing, and he's inciting people to be evil towards
You're
each
absolutely
other.
right.
And he knows it.
He knows the buzzwords.
He knows the buzzwords, and he knows how to amp people up to use scare tactics to make them feel like we're in a lot graver danger than what we are.
He likes to focus on this, but he doesn't tell you what the price of that is.
Yes.
Yeah, not politician.
So then we get to Hillary Clinton, and I say, Hillary Clinton, what don't I like about her? Is it Benghazi? No, it's not in Benghazi because a Republican-led commission found her not guilty of anything in Benghazi. Is it her emails? No, it's not her emails that I don't like about her. What I don't like about Hillary Clinton is the same thing I don't like about Michael Bennet. They are bought by big corporations.
Oh.
All right? When you get millions and millions of dollars from big corporations, they want something in return for that money. All right? You're not representing the people, you're representing this interest. I can't vote for a person that takes that big money, is not representing me. So you can call it a wasted vote, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to vote for the candidate I identify with. And that's going to be Jill Stein.
Which we all should.
Yeah.
But do you don't think a third party vote is a wasted vote?
I do not think it's a wasted vote. Do I think
money? I mean, numbers wise, numbers don't lie.
Yeah.
So if you don't vote for, obviously she's the
she's the front runner.
She's the front runner. If you don't vote for her, do you think that's giving more power to him?
No, I don't believe that. I'm not voting for him, so I'm not giving power to him.
Okay.
Right? My vote should never be in her column. It's up to her to earn those votes.
And I agree with you. However, that's where the mudslinging comes in. All he has to say is, if I get 10 people not to vote for her and 20 people to vote for me,
I get that, but she can do more. That's on her to win those votes. It's not up for us to give her those votes.
Right, totally.
Or vice versa if he was leading.
Right.
So it's up to them to choose the candidates to get the votes.
I want to thank you for bringing beer and ballots here to Adelante Worldwide, because this section, this voting is where it all started.
Yeah.
It's a representation of not only just us, but Colorado as a whole.
And I think it's important that no matter what happens, if it's Hillary or Donald, I wish them the best, because if they succeed, then this country succeeds.
Sure.
Right?
But you gotta
hope for
you
the
gotta
best.
get facts. I mean, you can't say,
I hope
if I'm gonna go out and try to dunk a basketball on a regular sized court, hey, if he does it, good job. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
But you want the best. At the end of the day, you want the best. I
want
want
the
them
best
both
person
to
for it.
prove me wrong.
Sure, I'll give you that.
The top two.
I always say that.
I would like the top two to prove me wrong. But that's all we have for you.
Yeah. You know what? I want to thank you. I want to thank Joe. I want to thank Jimmy. I want to thank Daniel for staying with the Vieja, Angela even.
For making her phone ring.
For staying with us. This was an extra special edition of Adelante Worldwide. Beers and Brews. We're going to have this again.
Beers and Brews.
Beers and ballots.
Brews and ballots. Brews and ballots.
He's drunk.
Bye.